Assalamu alaikum students. I hope that you all are doing good and having a good day. So today is 25th of August and the day is Monday. As you people can see it clearly written on the top left corner of the board too. Now what I would say that I truly wish that you people are spending a healthy vacation at your homes and you all are safe and sound. The topic which we are going to cover today is one of the major aspect including grammar practice. As you can see on the board that the title is written as the subject, verb and object. So in today's lesson we will be progressing with what subject is, what verb is and what object is. And then I will be writing on some sentences for you all on the board that are already mentioned in your textbook too on page number 47, so that you people can identify and underline the subject, verb and object out of those specific sentences. I hope that you all got my point. And but before progressing towards the main activity or the main task of today's lesson, we will be going along with the quick recap of the previous lesson. And in the previous lesson what we have covered is one of another topic that falls in the dimension of grammar practice, and that was of subject verb agreement. As you people know that we have learned about like which verb satisfies which subject and which subject comes up with which verb. I told you the use of s and es, that with o, double s, sh, ch, x, all these words ending on these letters contains es, and es with them when we use them in a sentence and use them with certain singular subjects, and those singular subjects were he, she, it and all the singular nouns. Okay, also one more thing I told about singular nouns is that everyone, someone, anyone, anybody, somebody, everybody, all of them are singular nouns too. So yeah. And then we also learned the fact that with all the plural nouns we will be applying using the first form of verb because it was given to us in the present sentence. And then I told you that if you be getting some singular noun, you will be using s and es. The practice exercise and the practice sentences that we have covered in the last lesson, all of them mostly contain the s in the end but not es, as we also discussed the use of es. So that's it. So that's not the case, that's not the problem. It can be taken as a concept and can be used further when you people will be writing about something, whether creative writing or a passage or making a sentence of your own. Okay, and then we did some exercises, and those sentences were like 8 in number. And the first one was many children dash their lunch to school. The options were take or takes, and the children is a plural noun, so we mark take. The second is the dentist dashes not to eat many sweets, and the dentist is a singular noun that we added tells mother dash vegetables for us every day. So mother is a singular noun that we marked prepares out of the option. Mother prepares vegetables for us every day. Then my grandparents never dash fast food, and the options were eat or eats. So the grandparents is a plural noun, and then we mark the option eat for that. They dash, it has too much salt and fat in it. So what they said, what they think, there is a single plural noun, so that's why we use think without s or es. Then the next sentence was grandmother dash home cooked food is best. So best. So grandmother is a singular noun, and we marked says, grandmother says home cooked food is best. Then the next one is we all dash to get exercise every day. So we is a plural noun, that's why we marked we all need, not needs, to get exercise every day. Then the last but not least was everyone. As I told, everyone is a singular noun. Everyone is a singular noun. Everyone dash lunch in the canteen. So everyone eats lunch in the canteen. And then the last one was the bracket in the start, the blank in the start, and you all need to understand that the subject can come after the question statement or after the helping verb too. So it was a question statement dash anyone seen a poster about healthy eating. So anyone is a singular noun. You will automatically come to know that with singular noun we will be using the first form with s or es, but in the option we have the two forms of has. So we use the first form. It was very obvious, and that was has. Has anyone seen a poster about healthy eating? I've also allotted you people this for the home task, that you all are supposed to complete this task with the blanks. Mark the options, tick and write the correct options in the given blanks on your book on page number 47. The exercise which we are going to cover today, or the question which we are going to cover today, is also on page number 47. So, but before moving towards the main exercise or the main activity, we will discuss what subject is, what verb is, and what object is. I am writing the definition, or you can say the basic concept for you on the board, so that you people can understand the difference between these three terms, the basic three terms for any grammatical rule or any grammatical practice, and they will gonna help you a lot. They only will gonna help you a lot in all these tasks that you all are supposed to do while practicing for grammar, or while doing any task that is associated to grammar. So let's move on and discuss what subject is. Okay, I am making 3 sections here so that you people can know that what subject is. It is the subject, then verb, and then object. Got it? Subject, verb, and object. Okay, so moving on towards that what subject, verb, and object is. So yeah, the subject. First we will progress along what subject is. Subject is basically the one noun who works. Okay, subject is basically काम करने वाला, and in Urdu you say it, you call it, or name it. So students, as you people can see on the board, that word subject is file, काम करने वाला, verb is fail यानी कि काम, and object is मफूल, जिस पर काम किया जाए. We will start with the definition of subject. That subject is the one who works. Subject is the one who works. Verb is work itself, work or action. Okay, and then we have object. जिस चीज पर काम किया जाए, it is called object. Thing, place, person upon which a work is done. Okay, getting my point or not? Say yes everybody, so that I can get you people are not sleepy heads. Okay, so subject is the one who works, verb is work itself, and the object is a thing, any place, person, or any animal. I forgot to mention the animal, but any animal, anything, any place upon which a work is done, it is called as object. Okay, so I hope that you people are clear. I am giving you the example of a sentence, writing under all these definitions, and then you all have to identify which is the verb, which is the subject, and which is an object. Okay. Okay, so as you all can see on the board that the example is being written, Ali is writing on the board. Now we all have to identify together that what Ali is, what is, was writing on the board is. Okay, now we have to identify subject, verb, and object out of this sentence. So what you people think, what is the subject? Who is working in the sentence? It means Ali board par likh raha hai. So you people might be getting an idea that जो लिख रहा है, जो काम कर रहा है, that would be the subject. तो यहाँ पे काम कौन कर रहा है? Who is working here? Ali. Ali is working here. The action is being done by Ali, so that's why Ali is a subject. I am writing S over this to identify that Ali is a subject. Now we have to identify what the verb in this sentence is. So the verb is the word or action. So you all have to keep that thing in your mind, that verb is an action. Any word, any action being done is called as verb. So what is the action being done in this sentence? Anybody? Yeah, the action being done in this sentence is writing. Likhna. So likhna is an action, that is why it is verb. And it is the fourth form of verb containing ing. Write, wrote, written and writing. Okay. So now we all have to identify what the object in this sentence. So the object in this sentence is the thing that is being used as a prop. So that is the board. What is the board? So Ali is writing on the board. Ali board par likh raha hai. Ali is writing on the board. That's why board is an object. Now, what we got out of it? That Ali is the subject, writing is the verb, and board is the object. That's the concept for the subject, verb and object. Now we will consider some examples and make 3 sections regarding like this: subject, verb and object, and be doing that task in your respective books. Okay, so the thing is, you all have to divide these sentences into subjects, verbs and objects. Which sentences I am going to write them under that, and please keep that thing in your mind. You have to watch out that there is not always an object. Means कि हर sentence में object का होना ज़रूरी नहीं है. Not every sentence contains an object. There are sentences which have only subject and verb in them, and they are considered as sentences, complete sentences. For example, he eats, I play. Okay, so these are the sentences without verb. They don't have the object in them. Now we will be progressing along with writing these on the board. Okay, let's move on with the first sentence, and that is Mr. Zaman runs the cafeteria. Okay, Mr. Zaman runs the cafeteria. So what do you people think subject in this sentence is? Who is running the cafeteria? Mr. Zaman. Mr. Zaman is doing the work. That's why we all have to write it as subject. Then the verb in this is the cafeteria is being run. Chalana. So runs is the verb, and then the object upon which Mr. Zaman is working is the cafeteria. So the cafeteria is the object. Similarly, in this case, you all have to mention the S, V and O above those sentences that are given in your books. Got it? Now, moving on towards the next sentence, and that is Tanya shook her head. Tanya ने अपना सर हिलाया. Tanya shook her head. So what do you think the subject in this? Tanya ने अपना सर हिलाया. Tanya is working. Tanya is doing some action. So Tanya is the subject. Tanya क्या है? काम कर रही है. That's why Tanya is the subject. So what Tanya is doing? Shooking her head, shaking her head. So shook is the second form of shake. So shake means अपने सर को हिला रही है वो. So shake is the action. Shake is the word. Shook is the word in this sentence. It is the second form. It is the past, conversation or a sentence written in the past. That's why the second form is used here. Don't get confused. So what Tanya is shaking? Tanya is shaking her head. So Tanya is doing a work over her head. That's why her head is an object here. Object. Got it? The next sentence that we are about to cover is Shaheen chose macaroni. Okay. Shaheen chose macaroni. So, who is choosing the macaroni? Shaheen. Shaheen is doing the work, so Shaheen is the subject. Shaheen ने macaroni choose की. Shaheen is a subject. Shaheen ने क्या किया? What Shaheen did? Shaheen chose the macaroni. Selection, choosing. So chose is the verb. Chose is the action or a verb. So what Shaheen did? Shaheen chose. We got to know Shaheen is the subject, choosing is the verb, and what did they work upon? What did Shaheen work upon? He worked upon macaroni. He worked upon choosing the macaroni. That's why macaroni is an object. Macaroni is an object. Yes. Got it? Now we will move towards the next sentence, and that is both girls complained. दोनों लड़कियों ने क्या किया? शिकायत लगाई. Now you all have to identify. So this is a complex sentence without an object or not. Now you all have to identify इस sentence में object है या नहीं है. Both girls complained. So yeah. What is the subject? The subject is both girls. Okay, both girls completely would be the subject. Okay, दो लड़कियां हैं, they are working. Okay, so the subject is both girls. Both girls is the subject, and then what the both of the girls did? Both of the girls complained. शिकायत लगाई, किसी चीज के बारे में complain की. So complain is the word. It is the action. Now you all will be telling or thinking of the fact that the sentence has been ended. There is no object here. So yeah, you can see that star. I have written that. Watch out the fact clearly. Stay attentive and you know vigilant, so that you people can understand that not every sentence has an object. And see, we have an example of a sentence without an object. Now we will move towards the next sentence, and that is Mr. Noman made a suggestion. Mr. Noman made a suggestion. So Mr. Noman is the subject, Mr. Noman is taking a suggestion, made is a verb, and what Mr. Noman is doing, Mr. Noman is giving a suggestion. So that's why suggestion is an object. Keep that in your mind. Mr. Noman is the subject, Mr. Noman is making a suggestion. So Mr. Noman, the made is the second form of make, that's why it is a verb, because it is an action. And then the suggestion is Mr. Noman ne tajweez di, so that suggestion is an object. Now we will move towards the remaining two sentences. Okay, so the next sentence here is all the children had opinions. So all the children plural noun, keep that in your mind. So all the children had opinions. All the children had opinions. So who had opinions? Who is working? All the children. There. So this is the subject, and what they have. Had is the second or third form of the word has. So it is a past form. It is a verb. And what the children had is of opinions. They are working over the opinions. That's why the opinion is an object. It's not a particular task being upon, it's a task of thinking. They all had opinions, but it's still a task being done or an action being done. That's why we consider opinion as an object, the children the subjects, and had as the verb. Now the last sentence is I want chocolate. I want chocolate. So what do you think? Who wants chocolate? It is talking about the subject, that is I. मुझे chocolate चाहिए. So I is the subject. चाहना, पाना, ख्वाहिश करना. Want is the verb. And chocolate is an object. So what I want is a chocolate. So the chocolate is the thing that work is being done upon. So the chocolate is object. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today's exercise session. It's on page number 47 of your book. I'm showing you, and then I'll be telling you that you all have to mark the subject verb object like this over those specific thing. It is page number 47, and this one here, this here, subject verb object, this is the exercise that we covered. These are the sentences, and you all have to mark subject, verb and object over those specific sentences. I hope that you all are clear. Give this page a look. This is your task for today. You all have to solve that in your books. So yeah, as you people can see, that you all are supposed to solve this question on your textbooks, and I have shown you the page number of the textbook too. So that's it for today's activity. We have done the subject, verb and object identification. I told you that subject is the one who works, verb is the work itself, and the object is the thing or any place, any animal or any person upon which the work is being done. So then we also had some example sentences. That was the main activity for today's lesson, and in those example sentences we learned that there should not always be the object in every sentence. Some sentences also only contain subject and verb only. So also we covered the sentences that contain subject, verb and object, 3 of them, and also only the ones that contains only subject and verb without any object. So yeah, that's it for today's lesson, and I have told you how to solve these examples, and I also have shown you the page number upon which you are supposed to complete or do today's homework. Getting my point? That's it for today's lesson. Take care of yourselves, complete your homework on time. Until then, we meet in the next class. Take care and stay safe at your houses, and Allah Hafiz.